Hi.
Hi. Okay. So
Joe Marina. I feel like we've been, I thought even our first show was great, but like we're getting in our groove. We've had great guests from the get-go, but I think this week was awesome.
yeah, we had this is our recap of our radio show, and we had some great guests today. We did talk about a study that was in Nature, and I think I was in diabetic patients, with exercise and how to maximize your health, your muscle health, and overall fitness. And the takeaway there was to keep your blood sugars in a narrow range so that your muscles can appropriately metabolize when you're working.
Right. And because this was a study they first did in mice and then transitioned to human subjects, but not just diabetics. I mean, it was pretty young subject participants in study, and some of them had elevated blood sugar or were hyperglycemic, and they saw diminished results after exercise. So, on one hand, I think sometimes when these things get picked up by the media, which this study was just published on July 20th, so yesterday for us, sometimes you hear like these really damning headlines, like that there's like such a, bad news, or this study has showed that exercise is not helpful. But I see it the other way, that it can be exactly as you said, a motivation for people to stay healthy, get their blood sugar checked if they have family history, or it's been recommended by their clinician, keep that blood sugar under control. They're going to have the best results when they're engaging in physical activity.
Yeah, I think so. And then the next thing that we talked about was with Dr. Doris Day, who is a host on Dr. Radio as well, dermatologist. And we talked about all the things we can do to protect ourselves with the mask so that our skin doesn't break out. And I've seen some horrific breakouts.
Yeah, I had not heard that term maskne in that kind of, like lower T-zone area, the rubbing. There were so many things I wanted to talk to her about because, thank goodness, like my computer quality is not like, so great and high definition that you can see. I mean, I definitely have been a victim of maskne, which actually she said is not even acne at all. It's actually like that rubbing and the heat and the, irritation.
So what she had suggestions now. She had so many.
She has a wealth of knowledge, and she has a show also on Dr. Radio. She's been on our show before. Do you remember this one time she came, which is such a shame that we aren't all together, like linked on video conference during the show, but I think it would just be too much to handle. But she once came to the show, and she was either coming from a red-eye flight, or she was about to fly out, and she was so put together, and it was 8 a.m. and we were like hustling to get into the radio station, and she had this like little carry-on bag. She was like ready for action. I always remember, because I think that was one of the first times I had ever met her. Yeah. She likes a soft mask. Yeah. She recommended. We didn't even talk about the whole idea of like how often you should be washing your reusable masks. That's a real thing.
The cloth ones you can wash. I mean, like you.
Okay, let's get real. Let's get real. Are you washing your cloth mask after every use?
Oh, no, but I could throw it in the thing. I'm not. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's so many things we could do.
I'm using a surgical mask, and I'm actually reusing it when I use it, but I'm not. Most of my day, I'm not actually. Except at work, I wear a mask to see patients. But when I'm in my office by myself, right, at home, I'm not wearing a mask. So I feel like, I go through them less daily than I used to.
I mean, summer skin stuff crossed with COVID-related skin stuff, we could have done a 2-hour show.
So human. It's crazy. But, all those other masks, people who have cloth masks, they have like different all my patients come in with different ones, and they have like, so they just throw it in the wash and they wash 6 or 7 of them, if they're doing laundry weekly, right? I'm sure you're doing that.
Yeah, this show has made me realize I could up my mask hygiene. You know why? Because I'll keep it in my bag. I have disposable ones in the car. I have a drawer by the door that I've been kind of putting them back in. I gotta get my mask hygiene.
Well, I will say, yeah, if you have a drawer that people can just reach in, like the kids and I, we all have our separate masks for sure.
Oh, us too. I mean, people have their masks, but in the drawer.
So they know.
Anyway.
So let's move off the mask.
Last hour.
Yeah, really great stuff.
Dr. Julie Holland. That was a great hour talking about psychiatric issues. Yeah, mental health as it pertains to COVID, because so many things popping up. Also, this could have been a 2-hour show for sure. We had a lot of great callers.
Oh, she's a great thing. My favorite was what was this thing called? What did she say this was? Where you pet yourself?
Havening.
I
took note.
And say that you're safe and all this. I don't know if I like this. It's okay. Maybe you get used to it, right?
Yeah. This was a self-soothing. We were talking about meditation, breathing in and out, deep breaths. Mostly.
Oh my God, teach it to your kids.
For sure. You know what? We were talking about some of the apps that are out there that can help with some guided meditation. She was saying she thinks they're okay. There's also some free options. I did subscribe to one of the major ones for my daughter who was interested. And she told me after I had paid for a year, because that's how it works, she did not like the voice of the person doing the children guided meditations. So that was the end of that. She didn't relate to the voice.
That's interesting.
What are you gonna do?
Well, maybe she can listen to some of the other ones. They're like, there's a guy that does on like visualization on the app that I have, and I keep wanting to do it. Like there was a while where I was like really, I think, clenching my jaw. I cracked a tooth during COVID. Okay, whatever. So I did that to like sort of relax before I went to sleep. I'm mostly better, but I'm not doing it every day.
Well, she made a good point. People who are interested in getting going with meditation, but we feel like we don't have the time or we can't get going. She's like, you know what? Everyone has 5 to 10 minutes a day. And it's so true. And all right, maybe by next week, I'll be a real meditator.
Oh, in a week? Okay. Well, we'll find out next week then. Okay.
All right.
We should commit to, I don't know, should we do it today? Not now.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
check back in. You'll hold me responsible.
Okay, good. So
all right.
Doing daily. We're going right to daily. That seems like
No. But we'll try it today.
So quick. Ease into meditation.
I don't know. Maybe we'll be hooked. Maybe we'll be hooked day one.
Funny. You have to ease into meditation.
Okay. All right. If you say so. All right. This was a great show. I got to run, and I'm an Uber driver.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.